reversal patterns. They're one of the most common reversal patterns you'll see in stock market trading, and they happen to be a favorite of our coach and mentor, Chad Christian. Tonight, we're going to talk about the mindset of double tops. Double tops 101 coming right up.
Markets close, but we don't sleep. Dreams still trade while the numbers creep. Lights go low and the stars all gleam. Welcome to the aftermarket dream. Yeah, yeah, well, we hang free. Tickers glow in the city light. We're the ones who move at night. Buy that dip, chase that high. Stack that hope, just justify. No suits, no ties, just faith and speed. Trading hearts and a hunger to lead. We don't wait for the world to agree. We make our mark where we hang free. Welcome to the aftermarket party. Where the bulls and the dreamers get gnarly. Flashing screens, champagne and steam. Building the American dream. Buy low, hold tight, move steady. Midnight trade, lights heavy. Welcome to the aftermarket party where we hang free. Where we hang free. Hang free. Hang free.
Welcome. Woo! That's how we got to get it started, gang. Welcome to the Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts. And it's a stream that's been created for you traders to have a place to come to after the market and just decompress and kind of let go of some of that steam that you had throughout the day, right? If you lost money, it's a place where you can kind of come and talk about that, kind of wipe your tears, lick your wounds, and we'll help you figure out how to not let that happen again. If you won, it's a place where you can shout it from the rooftops, right? So before we get started with anything, please make sure you are smashing that like button, hit the share, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. We're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers, and right now we're at 17,493 and only 2507 to go. If you are not a member of American Dream Trading, go ahead and click on the link that is pinned to the top of the live chat. It is none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com, as you can see on the screen there. And you can get signed up with any one of 3 7-day free trials. We got a premium that covers stocks and options training. We got a crypto that covers, obviously, crypto trading and a futures membership. At the end of the 7 days, those will renew at their regular rates. Premium at $125 a month, crypto at $50 a month, and futures at $250 a month, because that includes our Trading View Indicator Overlay, which basically puts all your support and resistance lines on your chart for you. Also, we've got a membership called the Diamond, which includes all of those. You can pay yearly for any one of those for $2,500 a piece. Getting the Diamond gets you all that for $12K. One easy payment, no more monthly fees, never having to renew on a yearly basis, because that can add up over time, although it's worth the investment. One of the best things about our coach is he is the only one out there that we know of that trains with a live open mic where you can ask him Q&A, and he focuses on training more than he trades for himself. Other gurus may trade. He spends his time training. If you listen to some of our videos, you'll hear a lot of the profits that come from our members. people ask our coach, well, how much do you get paid? Well, he gets paid from us because we're learning from him. He doesn't get paid from the stock market. He gets paid from us because he's training us. We're the ones that are making the money. There are so many profit videos out there. If you take a look at our Traders Lunch, you can see the profit and losses that are going in the chat. He's created over 16 millionaires and retired hundreds of people with his simple strategy. So you do the math. Once again, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, pinned to the top of the live chat, and also located in the description of the video. Tonight, we are going to talk about double tops, which is his favorite setup, right? Double top pullback is one of the easiest things to spot, but is it? And you can spot it, but is it easy to play? So we're kind of try to get into the mentality of that. But before I do that, I don't want to be rude to my guests. Let me see who's down here tonight. Hold on. All right, we got Jeffrey. What's going on, brother? How are you? And Leonard Jones. What's going on, my guys? Welcome to the stream. I know we're running a little bit behind. Shout out to Bruno, who is our admin over and our operations manager over at American Dream Trading. He just gave an amazing workshop class on candlestick patterns of all things. We've been talking about that a lot this week because if you don't know how to read candlestick patterns, you are shooting yourself in the foot, literally. You can't be a successful and a consistent trader without learning how to read candlestick patterns and chart patterns. Those are two different things. Candlestick pattern deals with the size and shape of the candle itself. Chart patterns deal with how those candlesticks come together and form different patterns on the chart. And tonight, one of the reversal chart patterns that we're going to talk about is the double top. So let's get to it. Okay. The double top. Oops, hold on one second here. Because you know I need a little help. Okay. Got to clean my lens off here. Okay, so the double top. A battle between hope and reality. I like that, right? And that's what it is, right? All right, so it's not just a pattern, gang. The double top is a psychological story of exhaustion, right? Now, let's take a look at it. We know what the double top looks like, right? You've got the first top, which, you know, appears after a nice uptrend, and then it has a pullback. Now, normally, this very first one, if you look left, you will most likely find a previous double top that caused that in itself to be the first one, that caused that to pull back, right? So you have your double top that is within that day, but you can also, that first double top is usually spawning off of a double top that came before it. And we don't know when. So the best thing to do is what our coach tells us to do, which is look left, right? If you look left and you can take your time frames out, a lot of times we'll take it out to 5 minute, 15 minute. A lot of us do 4 hour, 1 hour. Some of us take it out to a year. Some take it out to 5 day. But guaranteed, if you look left at any time frame, you will find a reason why that pulled back on the first double top, and you will find an original double top. One of the things our coach trains us on is the best double tops to play off of are previous day high and pre-market high, right? Because those are the most prevalent. Those are the most recent. Because they're the most recent, they tend to be the strongest, right? So chances are that first double top hopefully is going to spawn from one of those two areas. And then you know that it is strong for the day, right? And I did put the link down there. So James is unable to be with us tonight. Unfortunately, he is dealing with a toothache. James, we love you, brother. Hopefully you are feeling better. So he let me know that before the show. So I wanted to give a shout out to him and let him know that we're thinking of him and we hope he feels better. Toothache is no joke. It is definitely not fun. Okay, so it's not just a pattern. Oh, we already did that one. Okay, so the first top, confidence is high, right? It's trudging towards the top, and everybody's like, oh, it's gonna go for the day. But if you're smart, if you're a smarter charter, right, you know if a double top is coming up, even if it's the first one of the day, because you've already charted it out, and chances are you've already got a line in there, right? But buyers feel like they're in control normally. Now, these are retail buyers that aren't doing any charting, obviously, if they don't know that a double top is coming, right? And then comes the pullback. And you'll find a lot of retail traders, it's just a dip. It's just a slight pullback. Nothing's going on. And they're in hope replacing confirmation, right? They stick hope in there, right? Hoping that it is not going to continue to pull back. But if you know, like we know, like we're taught at American Dream Trading, it's not just a pullback if you've got a line there and if there's a previous double top that you're going off of. Chances are it's going to honor that, right? All right, so okay, so the second top. All right, so the second top is less strength. It's the same price, right? It's the same price and it's got less strength. Why? Because it's its second time reaching this area. It's already been here once, right? The first bounce is the best, as Palm says, right? But once it comes back up, you can best believe that buyers are going to be skittish because it pulled back here. So that's going to give the double top even more validity, right? Momentum starts to fade. We are always taught by coach that if you're going to get into a double top, you want to get into it slightly early. And you think we're the only people that know that? No, you're going to see it start to fade and get skittish before it even gets to the same price as the original top. Right? So you want to make sure that you are getting out somewhere in this region. You don't wait for it to go all the way to the top. All right, then we have Trader Trap Zone. Trader Trap Zone, okay? So Trader Trap Zone is when you you get all happy and giddy, right? And you're thinking, oh, it's coming back up. It's coming back up. It's coming back up. Excuse me. I took a drink of water, went down the wrong pipe. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself chasing a breakout that did not happen, right? You ignore the rejection, and your ego at that point is taking over the evidence that this is a reversal. And you start taking the hopium pills. Oh, it'll come back. You see it get caught up right here, right? And then you have some hopium. They know what they're doing to you, gang. You have some hopium right here. Oh, it'll come back. It's coming. Oh, snap. Okay. And then you get to the neckline, right? Uh, all right, now we've got hope. Yes, it's building back up. Woo, thank you. Oh, yeah. Don't play with the double tops, gang. Don't play with the double top. All right, so the next one. Which one did I just do? Trader Trap Zone. All right, confirmation matters. Confirmation definitely matters. All right, if we pull the drawing back up. Okay, so patterns need proof, right? Patterns need proof. The neckline break is the key. So for the double top, you've got a break of the neckline, which this would be considered the neckline, right? And then once this is broken, and as you can see, it consolidated here. You will normally find that. That's like the mean of the double top. Shout out to Richard, because Richard teaches us what the mean is. It's that midway point between the high and low of a pattern, right? Of a day, of a pattern, of a week, of a day, of a year, of a candle, right? The mean is the middle. And the neckline represents the mean of the double top. So it gets caught up there. But then once it breaks that and heads to the downside, that right there should be your confirmation. If you, hopefully you are in a call, you're in a put, or you're shorting and you are staying in this. If you are in a call, hopefully you got out somewhere in this region. You shouldn't even be in a call up here. This is not how we're trained. We're trained calls on support, puts on resistance, and because of this, this would be considered resistance. So we wouldn't even be in a call here unless it broke and held to the upside and proved its confirmation that it's staying to the upside. So in order for us to get in it to the upside, it would have to break this area and hold it, right? So the neckline break means the buyers give up and reality takes over. The buyers are hanging on here at the neckline a little bit, right? But then they finally concede that, okay, this is a reversal, and the sellers jump in, jump on top of them, and it continues to go to the downside, right? The psychology lesson. The market tests belief twice. Winners let go. This is the market testing your belief twice, right? Tests it the first time, no go. Comes back a second time, no go. If you want to be on the winning side of this trade, you're going to let go of the hopium that it's going to continue to the upside, and you're going to be in the right side of the trade, which is coming down here. Aftermarket takeaway. You don't need to be first. You just need to be disciplined, right? At the end of the day, you don't need to be first.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
not much. What's happening?
Nothing, just wanted to pop in and see if you needed a co host for a second to read the slides.
I've actually just finished reading them.
Oh, all right.
Yep, but thank you anyway. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I was just taking a few seconds away from my calls because I'm gonna stay over and do the other ones that are needed to be done since we have people off, and I just figured I'd come in and say hello for a few and see how all of ADT was doing.
ADT is doing awesome as usual.
Cool. And how are
Yep,
you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Good.
good.
Good. It's so weird. I don't know if I'm zoomed in. Let me see. Usually I can see the chat, but I can't see it anymore.
I normally just look at it on my phone.
Oh, that's a good idea. I would have thought of that. You're the smarter of the two of
Mhm.
us. Oh, there it is. I see now. They've got it different. It's on the bottom right. I can click chat. It said Jerry said hopium is a powerful drug.
That it is, Jerry. It's too powerful.
I love
Um,
that word.
yeah, hopium.
Was it means not following like logic.
It's the cousin to opium. It's basically hoping that a trade goes your way, even when it's not.
Even when you're
Um,
reading it as it's not going to go there.
yeah, it's hoping that the market does what you want it to do instead of actually living in reality and playing to the strengths of what is actually happening in the market.
Sweet.
So, yeah, it's a and we refer to it as hopium because it's almost like a drug, right? Even when you're in a losing trade,
Yeah.
you still have the hope that it's going to turn around and go the way that you want it to go. Or if you're looking to get in a trade, you sometimes you jump in early thinking it's going to do something that it faked you out that it's not going to do, right? And chop tends to do that to people. It fakes them out a lot. It goes up, then it comes down, then it goes up, then it comes down. Unless you're a channel trader and you've identified the top and bottom level of support and resistance, you're going to get eaten alive if you're not trading those channels, right?
I think there's a psychological thing that we don't really want to be wrong, even if there's information that is telling
That's
us
it.
we're wrong too. That's got to be a big psychological thing when you do all the studying that you guys do and look at the charts and then you do it like how you think it should be right and then it starts going the wrong way. You're like, "No, it's still going to work."
Right. I've done all the research, damn it. It's supposed to be doing something else.
So I don't believe
That is
this even
hopium.
if it's saying it's wrong.
That is hopium, right? Hopium and FOMO,
Mhm.
right? So, yep. But we're taught not to have that in here. We're taught to look at the charts, read it, and know what it's going to happen before it happens. When a double top is there, we know that it's coming up to that resistance level that we need to be preparing for it to go to the downside. Even if it's short lived, it's still most likely going to. It's a high probability that if it went down at that level before, it's going to go down again. So we're prepared for it.
And I missed the whole double top one-on-one, so I have to go back and watch it. So I'm up to date on my double tops. It double top is it touches the 24-hour
Yes.
line. Okay,
No,
I
it
learned
touches.
that.
No, it touches the previous resistance line that was already established.
Oh, right, right. Okay, I was watching the last video, or maybe I don't even know if you did that one.
Like here's a diagram of it, right? That's a
Hmm.
double top. So if it's been here before, chances are it's going to pull back again at this same level.
Oh,
See
that's
that?
what I was asking. How far are those two apart? Like, where are
It
you
doesn't
looking
really.
back to, or you can do different times? Like, when did those two touch?
Well, this is a
24
diagram.
I know, but like
So
in general.
normally it's the same day.
Oh, in the same day. Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Yep. Normally it's the same day. And the first one will most likely come from the pre-market or the previous day, which is why it pulled back. See what I'm
Okay.
saying? So the
Mhm.
first one is probably most likely a double top from a prior time, which we like to go off of the pre-market high and the previous day high.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
And that's how you can see what it's likely to repeat itself, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. over and over again, and that's because they're based on uh traders' behavior, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and traders tend to exhibit the same behaviors over and over again, especially with certain stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you'll find that certain patterns tend to repeat themselves a lot. And people, that's why we tell people to try to play one stock at a time and get to know it, because you'll get to know its ebbs and flows and see how it moves. And you'll begin to be able to not predict those moves, but anticipate them,
Right. And
right?
what is the? I wonder what everybody's favorite one is. Like, does everybody in the chat have one that they always play, or uh,
Well,
put?
this one tends to be it. It's coach's favorite. We tend to, like it because it's a pretty easy pattern to see coming from a mile
Mm-hmm.
away, right? So, and double bottoms are the same way. Double tops and double bottoms. This here, right, will
Mm-hmm.
be considered a double bottom. See how it started here, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
came back down to that area.
I can't see if you're pointing to something.
Okay, but at the bottom of the M, basically,
Okay. Yep. I
would
see
be
what you're saying.
considered
When it
double
comes
bottom.
back up and back down again, it's a double bottom.
Yep.
Cool. Jerry has some comments I want to read to you. It can
Okay.
happen at various times. I think he's answering me. You can get double tops slash bottoms on larger time frames. The
Yep.
people who took profit last time, remember the money they made, and they take profit again, then often they are tricked on the third time when it shoots through the roof. Plus, puts play better, so double tops are preferred.
Good. Good answers, Jerry.
Oh,
Jerry is
James said that last one. I'm sorry. James said about the pay better, but
good.
Jerry
Yep.
said the people who took, yeah, and that makes sense because like the people who got scared basically are not scared, but the people who thought, oh, I need to sell this, they're all
Right.
doing it at the same levels, and then there are people that will hold on longer too. So you're seeing all those patterns. That makes sense.
Absolutely. That's what they do. They tend to exhibit the same behaviors over and over again.
James LE76. The names
Oh
on
my God,
here,
it's got the whole
everybody's
name on
names.
there.
Oh, you know what? Okay. So Jerry said the second thing I read. James said it can happen at various times. Everything looked like Jerry while I was reading it. So one was Jerry, one was James. Sorry, guys. Both
Same
good
thing.
answers.
I thought you had a toothache.
I Oh, I thought you were talking about my eyes. I'm like, I don't want to go too close to the screen because people will see like real close up on my face, and so I'm like trying to read from back here.
Slacker, you just didn't feel like coming in. It's all good.
Maybe he didn't feel like
I tell
talking.
you what, the toothache thing, no, that is no
No
joke.
joke.
We have
Ugh.
dealt with our fair share of them in this house.
Yes. James said to show me cup and handles. Oh, I know the cup and handle. Like every time I see patterns, it reminds me of how they did them in the sky, like with the stars, right? The
Yes.
Big Dipper. Is there a Big Dipper pattern?
No, no Big Dipper, only in the sky.
Let me see. Cup and handle. I'm going to try to remember it. Oh, he's using tequila for mouthwash at the moment, he said.
Oh.
So that should work. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure that'll numb it. It might be funny to have you in here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got a video here. Hold on one second.
Okay. Because none of my cups have a handle on them right now, or I would show you. And we are anticipating.
How to make huge profits with perfect double top setup. This is Coach Chad Christian. Once again, if you are not a member of American Dream Trading, go to americandreamtrading.com. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. And you will be able to be included in on the live Zoom call that you are about to witness from our coach.
That is awesome.
Excellent trade overall. You should have made a lot of money on that one. Waited for this beautiful A plus setup, which is to break again above this 584.20. And this is where I go long. Hello, this is Chad from American Dream Trading. I wanted to go over a couple of my favorite.
Oh, okay, this one in the Zoom call. This is
so in this first
tutorial.
example,
This is
I
awesome.
wanted to show you based off of a 1 minute time frame. So I'm going to be scalping off the 1 minute. Now, one of my favorite trades that I love to set up for, this is an A plus setup. It's called a double top pullback. So what you guys are looking for is you're looking for either a pre-market high or a previous day high, something that you can go back in time and look at to see where it's going to form a double top. Now, in this instance, you can see that it actually happened during the regular market hours, and we were able to take advantage of this. So if you look right here, you can see this topped out at around 584.19. That's right here at the very top of this wick on the 1 minute candle. You can see then that it pulled back. It ran all the way until it got to around 10:05. So around 10:05. Now, why do I want to look at 10:05? Why does this look like a double top pullback to me? Well, because SPY around 584, the dollar amount that it is, this means that it can actually fluctuate between around 20 to 30 to sometimes 40 cents. So what do I mean by that? Well, the fact that it's up here at 584.19 means that in theory, if that's the case, this could potentially pull back to around 583.90 to start to tell you that this is actually the top. It doesn't have to necessarily get all the way back up, right, to 584.19, but it can be around that range. And technically 584.19 is around 584. So same thing with this, technically around this 583.95, which is where it went, is technically, right, 584. So we're looking for a double top around 584, and that's what this is doing right here. So what happened is it came all the way back. It hit the double top. This is where I will typically buy into puts because I love this in this spot, or I can short if you have a margin account and you want to do shares versus options. So this is what I call a double top pullback. So I love this spot. So it hits the double top. I enter my puts or I short. You can see it drove all the way back down through. It broke through the 9. It broke through the 21, and it bounced on VWAP. So this is where I will sell out these positions because it could not hold and break below VWAP. The volume weighted average price I use as a primary indicator. If it's above it, that's bullish, meaning we want to go long. If it's below it, it's bearish, meaning we want to short below that. So it bounced, it stayed above it. I get out of that trade. Now, there's a second trade.
You see what he's talking about there?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful setup inside of this. And again, we did this live. So what you can see is, you can see that this formed a cup and handle. So here's your cup.
There's a cup and handle James was telling you about.
Then it bounced back up. Okay, so this is bullish. A cup and handle's bullish, meaning it came back to previous area of resistance. So what are we looking for again? Okay, we're looking back up here again around this 584 range. Okay, if it breaks through the 584 range this time and stays above, then we will want to look at longing it. Now what we're looking for is after it breaks through, we're looking for a pullback. Okay, because typically the first time it breaks through that major level of resistance, it will want to pull back. So what do I mean by that? If you look right here, right on this candle, it actually broke through, came back, and it is now down here retesting what was once resistance at 584.19 is now become support. And it stayed above this support level and stayed above the 9 and ran. So now this is an opportunity to go long. Now, when I go long on my 1 minutes, because everybody asks me, well, how do I stay in it? How do I keep my head in the game? How do I not freak out on all these little moves? Now that I'm in my trade and it's moving to where I need to go, and by the way, when I have my stop would be just below this 583 95-ish, right? Right around this area below 594. So if you're looking at where does my stop go after I enter it, it's going to be, remember, below this support level. That way, if it does knife drop through, I'm always protected, always have your stops in place. But now that I'm in the trade, instead of looking at the 1 minute, I'm going to flip to a 5 minute. Now remember, we've converted a 1 minute scalp. Okay, so we've gone from a 1 minute over to a 5 minute. So this is what we're looking for now. So now in this trade, if we look at the 5 minute versus the 1 minute, we want to make sure it stays above the 9. The 9 is this white line right here. This is the EMA, the 9 EMA. I use this for scalping, and that way I can allow this to run. Now you'll also notice I have the 21 on here, okay? The 21 is my purple line. If it breaks through my 21, for me, this is a major level of indicator that's telling me this is not staying inside of the range I want to be in. So let's look at this trade overall. So I got in the trade down here. I flipped to my 5 minute. You can see it stays above the 9 EMA. We start to get heavy right up in here around this 12:35 all the way to 1 o'clock right in here. Now, this breaks through my 9 EMA and holds. This is where I will start to shed, all right? So we can either shed when it pulls back to the 9. So you can see here, here, and these, right?
And we know with his shed rule, it's 50, 20, 20. Whatever your position size is, you got 10 contracts or 10 shares, you want to shed half of them, shed 5, then 20%, which would be another 2. Then if you have to shed again, another 20%, which would be 2 more, and then leave the last one to run just in case it pulls back up. But then if it continues down, get rid of the last 10%.
You could shed when it does that, or you could wait till it comes down to the 21. Okay, so you could shed in this area right here. But as soon as this breaks below the 21 and holds, I'm out. I'm completely out of this position, okay? So right here, meaning this is where I would kill this position.
Yep.
Somewhere around this 593 would be the absolute end all for me. I don't want to be in this trade anymore. Now, my rule is on pullbacks, I like to shed. And what do I mean by that? I mean, once it pulls back, then I want to take profits. Now, this did not pull back. This went flat, okay? This pulled back. So this right here is a pullback. So if I had 10 contracts, I'll pull 50% off. If I have 100 shares, I'll pull 50 shares off. I do 50%, 20%, 20%, 10%, and allow the last ones to
Sounds
run.
familiar.
In this case,
Yep.
this would be my first pullback. There's 50%, okay? This is my next pullback. There's 20 more percent. I have 30% left. And then right here is where it showed me it went completely out. So in this case, I'm just completely out of the trade. But you can see, excellent trade overall. You should have made a lot of money on that one. Remember, we first made our money on the double top pullback down to VWAP, turned into a cup and handle. I rode that right back up. I could have either bounced it on the scalp off of VWAP or waited for this beautiful A+ setup, which is to break again above this 584.20. And this is where I go long, entering and allow it to run all the way up that 9 until you see it start to fight in the 21. And if you look at it, it crossed back over down here and it never came back. So hope you guys enjoyed that trade. If you would, make sure you go to americandreamtrading.com, get signed up. We've got free Discords, a free Discord server you guys can get on, and some paid memberships where we train you all day long. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys.
That was awesome. That was really good.
So that was the expert definition of the double top pullback. So
That was awesome. Thank you.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you both. Thank you, James and Jerry and Dawn and Coach.
Thanks, James and Jerry. You guys are amazingly awesome.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and end with Coach's rules. Oh, you know what? I don't actually have Coach's
You
rules.
just want to shed me. I know what it is.
to.
It's this kid hanging around asking too many questions over here. But I do have to make some calls though. So, but thank you guys.
Thanks
I
for
just like
coming
to pop
on and
on when
hanging
I
out with
can.
me.
Thank you. I enjoyed it as always. I love
Hopefully you
ADT.
learn even more.
Yes, there's so many videos and things to watch, so I definitely am learning from the sidelines here and from Dawn, the what do you call it? The expert trader.
Yeah, right. Okay. We're
Well,
working
you
on
learn
it.
under Coach, so he's the master. So you must
That's
be.
right. That's
Oh,
right.
he said what? No rules.
I know. I don't have them. Last night I actually deleted them by accident, and I forgot to upload them today. So we're just gonna go ahead and end it here. And I'm gonna get back to some editing that I have to do. Thank you guys for coming and hanging
Thanks,
out.
everybody. Jerry,
Yep.
Leonard. I think I missed you guys when I first came in.
Yep. So everybody have a good night. Peace and blessings, James. I hope you feel better.
Yes. Feel better. Thank
And
you,
don't
Dawn.
forget to you're welcome. Don't forget to go in the Traders Lounge and give Bruno a shout out for that awesome workshop class. And everybody have a good night.
Welcome to the aftermarket party where we hang free.